I think what's interesting about Spurs fans, and we'll get onto the trophies in a minute, is your need for validation from others is a madness. It is a madness. And
Instagram model. That's what Spurs are.
There is a kind of like there is a delusion that's set in amongst the fan base. You lost yesterday, and I believe you were outplayed. Now, people will pull me up on it and go, "Well, more possession. We did this. We hit the post." If you understand me, and when I talk about outplayed, I said last year in my match review when you beat City at the Etihad, when they had most of the ball, when they had most of the shots, that you outplayed them. Outplaying someone isn't just having more of the ball and creating more of the chances. Sometimes it is, but you outplayed them, you outsmarted them, you outgamed them, you had better tactics than them. That's for me, that's outplaying someone. I don't. Some people view outplaying as the basic format of we had more of the ball, we passed the ball more than you, better pass completion, therefore we played the better football. I've never really looked at it. I used to get into arguments with Man United fans when LVG was here. We'd have all the ball, all the play, but concede on the counter attack and lose. For me, we were getting outplayed. No, how can we be getting outplayed? Because we fucking lost, bruv. Like, that's how I look at it. However, you guys have come out with some mad stuff in the last couple of days. The first one I saw was this take here from Harry Brooks, who said, biggest takeaway from the game yesterday is that we are going to challenge under Conte. Give him what he wants, and Spurs are going to be a superb team in next season at the latest. I was honestly shocked by this. No cap. By the fact of it was your third defeat in 4 games, and the takeaway was we're winning things. I saw big content creators talk about how you were robbed, the referee ruined it for you. Then I saw this one. This is my favorite of the day. That said, got to love the English sports media. 4th place Newcastle described as high-flying Newcastle. 3rd place Tottenham described as struggling Tottenham. Well, firstly, no, Newcastle will go on in front of you. But the most embarrassing point of that is it's because you've lost 3 of your last 4 games, 3 of your last 6. And on the current form table, Newcastle are flying high and Tottenham are dropping like a stone. You can't get away from this. And you're also a team that 3 games ago, because Arsenal were being called title contenders, were crying, saying, but we're 1 point behind, we're title contenders. So if you go from being title contenders to dropping that dramatic, that's a huge drop. You're not outside the top 4. But if you want to be spoken about as a title contender, dropping a point is massive news.
I don't think much Tottenham fans are talking about title contenders, honestly. I haven't spoken to many Tottenham fans.
You got know what it was. You guys were angry that Arsenal were being called title contenders because you were a point behind them. The point is you can't be in that conversation and then not expect the level of scrutiny that comes with it. And I think that's where Spurs fans are struggling the most. It was the same as when Newcastle first got taken over. And I saw a lot of Newcastle fans online acting like, why is everyone talking about it suddenly? Because you're with the big boys now. And when you're with the big boys, if your manager says the wrong thing, does the wrong thing, looks at someone funny, everybody talks about it. And I think Spurs fans are struggling with the level of scrutiny that they're getting. But you're putting yourselves on the pedestal and you're being shot down and you don't like it. At the end of the day, you've been done. Every member of the traditional top 6 plus Newcastle who are in the top 6 this year, when you play them this year, you've been outclassed, outplayed, and or beaten by them. That's why people don't have faith in you winning anything. Every top team you've played this year has beaten you. And that is not a debate. That is not an argument. It is a cast iron fact. Tottenham, not only are the lesser of the top 6, you ain't winning a major trophy before the rest of us. Chelsea will, Arsenal will, Man United will, Liverpool will, and City will. We will all win a major trophy before you do.
Sorry, you seem far too confident about that.
I didn't even need to bring my
literally just about to get knocked out of one of your first trophy, UEFA Europa League. We saw that draw today. Don't look so confident of winning that trophy this season, so you can tick that one off. And then the Carabao Cup, you just lost to Aston Villa. Let's see if you can get past them this week again, because not looking so good in that game. So that's 2 trophies ticked off this season for you already. I don't think you can come and talk to Tottenham like we ain't doing well in the competitions that we're in currently. We're sitting 4th in the league, 3 points above you. So we're going into this World Cup break sitting in 4th regardless of what happens, whether we win, lose, or draw against Leeds. So we're in a good position. We can talk to all these teams and we can look at these guys and say, look, although we are having a very bad season, we're not very bad season, a very bad performances, we're still picking up results. We're still in a good position. And even though we've fallen off, the start of the season is carrying us right now. And we can do that. We can afford to lose these games. Unfortunately, it's not good, but we have afforded to lose these games because we've done so well at the start of the season. So all this talk about Tottenham's not doing this and Tottenham's not going to do that is we'll see, because Tottenham can only improve. Right now, we're looking really bad. We're missing our players. January is yet to come. We can only improve, and that's what people are forgetting. As the season goes on, Tottenham are going to get better.
You could go backwards.
We're going to see that. And the one thing you said about the top teams who we haven't beat, Liverpool's the first team that's come to our ground.
Newcastle beat you at home as well.
Yes, if you include Newcastle, yes, but I'll be confident.
You have to.
Oh, hang on a minute. So hang on a minute. And this is the point, though. The two of the top 6 that have come to your ground have beaten you. You've got a 0% win record at home against big teams.
I'm not including Newcastle in the top 6 bracket. If you want,
that's even worse then.
Because because I know that I'm going to go to Newcastle and pick up points. It's not a problem. They're not a big team that I'm going to go away to and worry about. But again. Out of the traditional top 6 that we've got right now, the panel here, only one of them have come to our ground. So when you see you guys come and we go again, Arsenal come to Tottenham. Did they pick up points? I'm not so sure about that. Chelsea comes to Tottenham. We'll see what happens.
They always pick up points.
We're going to see what happens. So we'll see. And Man City comes to Tottenham. They've never picked up points at Tottenham Hotspur.
One second.
Again, I'm pretty confident of getting results against the top 6 when you come to our ground.
George, who is the only team you picked up points off of this season in the top 6?
Chelsea so far.
Yeah, and would you say Chelsea are in a bad place right now?
When we played them, they was in a better place. They had Tuchel.
So were you. You guys are in a better place as well. Yeah,
and we picked up a draw. It wasn't a great game.
If Tottenham really believe that they're this great team, and you guys continuously, by design, in my opinion, because of how Antonio Conte plays, only really play in the second half of games, you can't win any major trophies just playing one half of football every single game. By design,
I'm pretty sure Real Madrid done that in the Champions League for the whole run.
Real Madrid,
you can win.
Real Madrid
in a cup competition, you don't need to play well to win games.
Bro, sorry, I got to jump in there. Sorry, you're not Real Madrid, bro. Do you realize you're talking about Real Madrid now?
Wait. No. Don't. I'm not talking. I never said we was Real Madrid. I said in the game way that they won games in the second half in a cup competition.
But they still won games in the league.
Hold on. When they beat Chelsea, weren't they ahead in the first half?
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah.
When they beat Liverpool in the final, it was 0-0 at half time. So they're not just playing for one half. In a couple of the games they did, but they navigated through.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry, but you're also talking about a team who you could argue are the biggest serial winners in the history of this sport that we watch. Their club, their players, their fan base.
Reference to the way that you can win games in a cup competition.
But then you're taking.
You're trying to reference Tottenham to Real Madrid, which I didn't do. That's what you're trying to do, and you're trying to make the joke that I never done that.
All right, George. Sorry to cut you, Terry. All right, George. Deontay Wilder loses every single round of a fight and then knocks someone out in the 9th round. Yeah. Does every boxer think they can do that?
Because Deontay Wilder did it.
All right, then, because you got an anomaly, bruv. You got man who can just
it does happen. It happens all the time.
This is the thing. This is the thing for me, right? I don't.
Weird one.
People think I've got a dislike for Tottenham. I don't. My dad's a Spurs fan. I was pretty much in tears on air when you guys made the Champions League final. I was so happy for him. I like you as a football club. My issue is that you talk to clubs who have achieved more than you. In my opinion, before I will die, I will be dead and buried, and my club will still have more major trophies than Tottenham. And you talk to us about respect our club. What have you guys done? I said it before. This is your golden era in the Premier League. It's my club's worst era since World War II. That's 2 generations, okay? People didn't have TVs in their homes back then, right? That's how much time's gone. It's our worst run ever. And we still have 3 more trophies than you. So that's where I come from when I talk about we'll win a major trophy before you. Forget everyone else, because this season some of those teams will win a major trophy before you. Man United will win the league or the Champions League before Tottenham do. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful or rude. Your club has no pedigree and no appetite and no genuine ability, in my opinion, to win a major trophy. And I can just by the way you guys are behaving as a fan base when you lose certain games, begging for validation, comparing yourselves to Real Madrid, that you're doing that because you're a small club and you're in everybody's shadow. And Igal said it right a few weeks ago. You guys are so desperate to be Arsenal. You think you're Arsenal, but you're not. You're literally in the top 6 by default.
Stop that, Terry, man. You can get out of Arsenal's
He's already dead. Leave him alone.
You're in the top 6 by default because the Glazers and the Kroenkes ruined their clubs for a time. And as soon as Newcastle already found their feet, once Man United get fixed under Erik ten Hag, you're going to be, when we become the top 6 +1 show, the +1's going to be Tottenham.
Well, it's funny. It's funny how you guys have really just buddied up, yeah. But I'm rubbing this badge. I was looking for both of you guys in this competition today. I was looking in the cup draw.
Are you going to win it?
Neither of your team. So I'm rubbing this badge and it's feeling nice and comfy. When you get to play this competition, then we can talk some more.
Again, but George, look, I'm not even a Man U or an Arsenal fan. Man U have won it 3 times and Arsenal were in there 20-odd years consecutively, bro. Like, what are we doing there, bro? You've been to one final.
We're talking about now. I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about what's happening right
let's be honest. You struggled through your group. You lot got the group of life. When you guys got your group, every single Tottenham fan I knew was celebrating, and you struggled through the group. And now, all I'm hearing is, we're going to smash AC Milan.
You didn't top your group. And you've
we won it 6 times and we beat you in one of them.
Brother. Do you know what?
Bro, when it comes to Champions League, no one on the panel can beat you.
I'm not even going to see you in the quarterfinals this season, man.
Bro, when it comes to Champions League,
it's going to be an early night.
And this is the point. This is the point of Tottenham fans. This is why you're making your club look silly. You guys are celebrating being in it. You're not celebrating winning it. I'm in pain because I'm in pain because my club's not in it. But if I was Tottenham, if Man United are in it and we can't win it, I'm still not that excited. I don't want to be in the Champions League. I want to be able to win the Champions League. That's the only time I'm happy. That's what elite level clubs do.
You want to be in a European competition, and
we've lost more finals than you'll ever win the trophy. How about that?
This is the thing. You can't even win the Conference League. You were in the shittest one possible, the Conference League, and you went out in the group stages. We're the worst, bruv. You listen. You're turning up to a gunfight with a blunt spoon, bruv. Chill out. Talking to the most prestigious clubs in the world about trophies. It's embarrassing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But viewers, we're gonna go to some super chats. Good.